I get a lot of requests for videos on how to use the lab scope. There's lots of reasons to use the lab scope. Sometimes you're using it to diagnose a problem. Sometimes you're using it to actually make your repair. Now we have a 97 Chevy half-ton 5.7 engine. We just changed the intakes, pulled the distributor out, did several things to it. But anytime you disturb the timing, you've got to reset the timing. The ignition timing cannot be adjusted, but you may have to adjust the distributor to prevent crossfire. Now a lot of times you pull the distributor, try and stick it down just exactly the same place. You might be lucky and get it right there. But to verify that, or if you're off, you're going to need a scanner to do it. After you do an intake, mess with the distributor, do anything like that, and you've got a check engine light pops on, you look over and you've got a P1345 crank or cam correlation problem. That means your timing's off. If it's off by 2 degrees, either minus or positive, it's going to turn on the check engine light. So this is how to use the scanner to get it right on spec. With the engine off, you slightly loosen the distributor hold down bolt so that you can turn it. Now it's important the cam retard offset will not be accurate below 1000 RPM. So you start the engine, raise it above 1000. Using the scan tool, you monitor the cam retard offset. Rotate the distributor as many times as you need to until you get it to read plus or minus 2 degrees. Turn the engine off, tighten down the bolt, then restart it, raise it above 1000, make sure you're at the spec. Okay, to set the scanner up, of course select your year, make, and model vehicle, and then go into engine data. Now let's look at the scanner. Okay, we've got the vehicle selected, we're going to hit the data. Now to find the cam retard, you might think that it's in engine data, but it's not. If you look through all the parameters in there, that's not in there. So let's exit out of there. You'll actually find it under EGR, EVAP, and AC. So when you select that one, you look over here and scroll on down, and you'll see the cam retard. Now, what I'm going to do is select one graph. I've got 2 graphs showing right now. I'm going to go up here and select one. And over here, we slide this down. Now, as you look over here, I want to get it to where I'm down on the cam retard. Okay, so I'm showing cam retard. Now, this scope over here is going to show cam retard. Now, if I wanted to actually show something else, then I could align up more, but I just want to look at the one. So you could actually look at 2, 4, 6, whatever, but I want to look at one, cam retard. Now, you'll notice we have the key on, we're reading data, and it's reading 0. It's not going to read anything until we actually start it. Now, it's still reading 0. In order for it to recognize anything, you got to go above 1000 RPM. So I'll do that. Now I'm going to bring the RPM up. Now you can see it's reading minus 13. Now to adjust this, you actually have to keep the RPM up there. So what we're going to do is I'm going to watch the scanner here, and Mike's actually going to lay on top, raise the RPM above 1000, and turn the distributor. Now while he's trying to get into position here, I'm going to focus on the scanner. Now you can actually look at data, or you can actually come out and look at the scope. I'm going to follow data to start with. Did you turn it? Minus 2. Minus 1. 0. Raise your RPM. Now just to show you, I'm going to have him actually take it out of timing again. So watch the data, turn it off, and then we'll put it back. Raise your RPM. Minus 15. See, we drop back down on the scanner. We're minus 15. Now the spec is, you're shooting for 0, but anywhere between 0 and minus 1 or 2. Zero. That's 0. Now we're back up to the 0. You see the current is 0.
Going 0?
Raise it up. Yeah. Now we tighten down the distributor. Now, as we said, the spec on this is 0 to minus 1 or 2. That's a tolerable range. You try and shoot for 0. And as you know, it's hard to get on there. You've got to lay down and reach in to turn that distributor. But the important thing to notice as you watch this video is you've got to bring that RPM up above 1,000 for it to read right. You might get back there and actually set that distributor and it'll be reading 0, but that's not correct unless you're reading 0 above 1,000 RPM. You can either have someone sitting in the driver's seat and doing it with their foot on the gas pedal, or you can do it out here, but either way, every time you tweak that distributor, get the RPM above 1,000, and that's when you look at your reading.
And that is how it's done.